In a family where love and loyalty should have been the foundation, Kody Brown's marriages were on the brink of collapse. But what if the real cause wasn't just his decisions or his wife's actions? What if there was someone else whose influence played a major role in the unraveling? Tonight, we uncover the shocking truth about Kody and Meri's marriage, and the role Robyn Brown may have played in their eventual fallout. Stay tuned, because what we're about to reveal may change everything you thought you knew about the Brown family. Part 1. Kody Brown's life has been a whirlwind of drama and decisions that have shocked the public. From polygamy to heartbreak, his personal life has been a matter of public record. And yet, there was one choice, one moment, that Kody kept hidden, until now. Kody Brown, speaking directly to the camera. People don't understand what it's like to be in my shoes. At a certain point, you start questioning your decisions, wondering if you've made the right ones. As the seasons of Sister Wives unfolded, we watched Kody's relationships with his wives grow tense. The struggles of managing multiple marriages, the emotional weight of balancing love and loyalty, began to take their toll. But there was one moment, one temptation that nearly led Kody to make an irreversible decision. Kody Brown to wife. You don't get it. I'm stretched too thin. I'm starting to feel like I can't win with any of you. Kody Brown. There was a time, I'll admit, when I thought about bringing in a new wife. I thought it might solve everything. But it wasn't just about adding someone new. It was about filling a void, a feeling I didn't even know how to explain. Kody had reached a breaking point. Feeling overwhelmed by the complexities of his current relationships, he looked elsewhere. The idea of marrying someone new seemed like an answer, a way to fulfill a need that had been missing for far too long. But as Kody considered the unthinkable, he faced an internal battle. On one side, he was drawn to the idea of a fresh start, a new beginning. On the other, he was bound by years of history, love, and commitment to the wives who had stood by him through thick and thin. Wife. Kody, do you even care about us anymore? Or are we just another chapter in your book that you're willing to close when it's convenient? Just when it seemed like Kody would make his choice, something happened. He didn't expect it, and neither did we. The path he thought would lead to fulfillment instead opened his eyes to something much deeper, much more profound. Kody Brown. I realized something that changed everything. The truth is, I don't need a new wife. I need to rebuild what I've already lost. In that moment, Kody had an epiphany. What he truly craved wasn't a new partner. It was a deeper connection with the women who had always been there. But was it too late? The revelation sent shockwaves through the fanbase. The once supportive fans now found themselves torn between empathy and betrayal. The question on everyone's mind, was Kody truly ready to change, or was this just another of his fleeting moments of clarity? Fan number 1. I can't believe he would even consider bringing in another wife. How disrespectful. Fan number 2. Maybe he's just lost. He needs help, not more judgment. In the end, Kody's journey wasn't just about polygamy. It was about finding balance in a life full of competing desires. His story isn't one of simple right or wrong, it's a complex tale of love, loss, and the search for meaning. Kody Brown. I've learned the hard way that you can't keep running from your problems. You have to face them head on, even when you're scared. Now, Kody's journey is far from over. The future holds many questions. Will he rebuild his relationships with his wives? Or will the scars of his past choices forever define him? One thing is for sure. The Brown family's story is far from over. What do you think? Was Kody's almost new wife a moment of desperation, or was it something deeper? Comment below and let us know your thoughts. Part 2. The move to Flagstaff was supposed to mark a fresh start for the Brown family, a new chapter of hope and opportunity. But for Kody, Meri, and Robyn, this change sparked something much darker. A slow burn of tension that threatened to tear apart the very foundation of their relationships. But one person's influence seemed to hover over every decision. Robyn Brown. Was she the catalyst? Or was Kody's behavior the real reason for the unraveling of his once solid bond with Meri? The move to Flagstaff was a pivotal moment. Kody had his reasons. A fresh start for the family, a chance to rebuild their lives. But Meri was hesitant, and the emotional strain was evident. Kody Brown. The move to Flagstaff wasn't just about geography, it was about moving forward. But some of the relationships, they just didn't move with us. Meri Brown. I don't know if I can keep doing this. I don't feel like I'm really a part of this anymore. As the move progressed, one thing became clearer. Robyn was becoming more and more central in Kody's life. Her opinions, her needs, her desires seemed to weigh heavily on his decisions. But what about Meri? Was Robyn's influence really behind Meri's prolonged emotional suffering? Robyn Brown. I never wanted to come between anyone. But sometimes, the weight of the family dynamic, it's a lot. Was Robyn just trying to adapt to her new family, or was she unknowingly contributing to the emotional rift between Kody and Meri? Meri had been in Kody's life the longest. She had helped build their family, but now, she was questioning her place. As Robyn's relationship with Kody deepened, Meri began to feel like an outsider in her own family. Was it Robyn who pushed Meri further away, or had Kody's choices already created an insurmountable divide? Meri Brown to friend. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. It feels like I've been holding on for nothing. In her isolation, Meri clung to a sense of hope that perhaps things would change, that perhaps Kody would recognize her worth. But with Robyn's presence becoming more pronounced, Meri's ability to hold on grew weaker. As the emotional tug of war between Kody and Meri intensified, something became clear. Robyn was caught in the middle of it all. But did her actions unknowingly fuel the fire? Kody Brown. I don't know what you want from me anymore, Meri. Robyn is my priority now, and I can't keep living like this. It was in these moments that the family's dynamic began to unravel, with each person pulling in different directions. But did Robyn's influence play a role in this fracture, or was it Kody's choices that pushed them all to the breaking point? Just when we thought we had the answers, Kody's revelation takes us by surprise. In an exclusive interview, Kody admits something that no one expected. His actions were driven by more than just Robyn's influence. It was his own fears and insecurities that tore him apart from Meri. Kody Brown. I made mistakes. It wasn't about Robyn or Meri, it was about me. I couldn't keep up with the pressure. I pushed Meri away, but it wasn't because of anyone else. It was my fault. Could it be that Robyn wasn't the catalyst at all? Was Kody's inability to navigate his emotions the real issue? In the end, the truth is more complicated than any of us expected. Was Robyn truly to blame for Kody and Meri's fallout? Or was it the culmination of years of unresolved issues, emotional missteps, and a man unable to navigate his relationships. One thing is certain, this story is far from over. The question remains, can Kody and Meri rebuild their bond, or is it too late? What do you think? Did Robyn play a role in Kody and Meri's struggles, or was it all Kody's doing? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's deep dive in full details. Part 3. The Browns' decision to move to Flagstaff was supposed to be a fresh start. But for Kody and Meri, it marked the beginning of a slow emotional unraveling. As the family settled into their new life, the cracks in Kody and Meri's marriage became harder to ignore. Meri Brown: I thought this move would be the beginning of something better for us. But now, I feel more distant than ever. Kody Brown: I'm trying to make this work, but I can't keep carrying this alone. We need to move forward. As Kody and Meri's relationship began to strain, Robyn's influence grew stronger. The woman who had once seemed like a new addition to the family was now a central figure in Kody's decision-making. Robyn Brown: I never wanted to come between anyone. But sometimes, things just change. I couldn't have predicted how things would turn out. Was Robyn simply trying to be a supportive partner, or did her influence unknowingly push Meri to the edge? Fans have debated for years whether Robyn's presence played a role in Kody and Meri's breakdown, and today, we dive deep into that question. For Meri, the move to Flagstaff wasn't just a geographical shift, it was an emotional one. As Kody's attention seemed to drift further away, and as Robyn's presence grew stronger, Meri began to feel increasingly isolated. Meri Brown: I don't know what I'm holding onto anymore. It feels like I've been fighting a battle that no one else even knows about. With every passing day, Meri found herself questioning her place in the family. Was she still Kody's priority? Or was she becoming just another member in a family that seemed to be revolving around Robyn? The tension grew even more unbearable. Kody's relationship with Robyn became a focal point for many of the family's issues. For Meri, the unspoken truth was clear. Robyn wasn't just another wife. She was the woman Kody leaned on, and that left Meri feeling more alone than ever. Kody Brown: I need more from you, Meri. You're holding on to something that's not there anymore. Meri Brown: maybe it's not just me holding on, Kody. Maybe it's you, too. Maybe it's you who needs to let go. What was really going on behind closed doors? Was Robyn's role in Kody's life pushing Meri to hold on for longer than she should have? Was Kody truly the one in control of his decisions? Or was he being subtly swayed by someone else? As the emotional weight of the situation grew unbearable, Meri finally hit her breaking point. The constant pull between Kody and Robyn, the feeling of being unheard, it was too much to bear. Meri Brown: I can't keep doing this. I've given everything to this family, but no one sees it. No one sees me. Was this the end of Meri's emotional battle? Or was there still hope for her? And more importantly, was Robyn truly to blame for this unraveling, or was it simply a matter of Kody's changing priorities? Kody Brown: I thought I could balance everything. But in the end, I failed Meri. It wasn't about Robyn. It was about me, my choices. I couldn't give her what she needed, and I'm sorry. In that moment, Kody's confession shocked fans. The man who had been so certain in his decisions finally admitted his mistakes. It wasn't Robyn who had caused the damage. It was Kody's inability to navigate his relationships that had torn his marriage apart. When Meri first became Kody's wife, It was a new chapter in a polygamous family dynamic. As Kody's first wife, Meri had seen the joys and the complexities of plural marriage unfold in ways no one could have predicted. But over time, the weight of Kody's divided attention began to take its toll. Meri Brown. At the beginning, I thought I could handle this. I thought I could love him enough for both of us. But the truth is, the more wives there were, the more I felt lost. Kody had always been a man of many emotions, trying to balance the different needs of each wife. But as his marriages grew, so did his responsibility, an overwhelming responsibility that he could no longer control. The years had not been kind to his relationships with Meri or the other wives. Kody Brown. I never thought it would be this hard. Each wife has a different way of needing me, and no matter how much I try, there's always someone feeling left behind. When Robyn first entered the family, she brought with her a new set of challenges. A new wife meant new dynamics, and in some ways, it meant a fresh start. But no one could have predicted how quickly Robyn would become central in Kody's life, and how that would shift everything for Meri and the others. Robyn Brown. I came into this family with so many hopes and fears. I didn't want to break anyone's heart, but I also knew that this was where I belonged. But I never realized how much pressure it would put on all of us. The decision to move to Flagstaff wasn't made lightly. As Kody made plans for a new life, the wives all had their opinions. The family was supposed to unite, but instead, the division only became clearer. Christine Brown. Kody, are we really doing this again? Moving is one thing, but what about the rest of us? It feels like we're just following your lead. Meri Brown. This isn't just about where we live. This is about how we live. Can we keep doing this if we're not on the same page? Over time, there were attempts to resolve the tension. Kody tried to smooth things over, but it became clear that the damage was deeper than anyone had expected. The emotional divide was growing, and no one could predict where it would lead. Kody Brown. I'm asking for patience from all of you. I know this isn't easy, but we need to stay strong. We're a family, and we will make this work. As the Brown family's story unfolded, fans took to Reddit, YouTube, and Facebook to voice their opinions. Some felt for Meri, trapped in a marriage she couldn't escape. Others sided with Robyn, believing that Kody was doing his best. But what about the rest of the world? Fan number 1 commenting on Reddit. I can't believe Kody just keeps ignoring Meri's pain. She's been with him the longest, yet it's clear he's losing her. Fan number 2 commenting on YouTube. Honestly, I think Robyn's presence shifted everything. She's not trying to hurt anyone, but Kody is so emotionally invested in her now that it's just creating chaos. It wasn't just about opinions on social media, fans were personally invested. They saw Kody, Meri, and Robyn as real people, struggling with real issues. And in their emotional responses, we saw how deeply the Brown family's story resonated with viewers across the country. We reached out to Dr. Emily Foster, a family therapist, to help us understand the emotional dynamics within the Brown family. According to Dr. Foster, Kody's emotional disconnect, coupled with Robyn's increasing influence, created an unmanageable pressure for everyone involved. Dr. Emily Foster calm, expert tone. Kody's role as the patriarch of a plural marriage is incredibly complex. His need to balance the emotions of multiple wives creates a tension that is nearly impossible to maintain long-term. And when one wife, in this case, Robyn, becomes a focal point, it can unintentionally push the other wives into emotional isolation, creating a silent rift. Meri had given everything to this family. But with each passing day in Flagstaff, her emotional weight grew unbearable. When Kody finally admitted his mistakes, it wasn't enough to heal the wounds that had been festering for so long. Meri Brown. It's not that I don't love Kody. It's that I can't keep giving myself to something that's breaking me. Maybe it's time to walk away. In a final, emotional moment, Kody speaks from the heart, acknowledging his failure and taking responsibility for the emotional damage done. Kody Brown. I thought I could make everyone happy, but I couldn't. I was blind to the pain I was causing. I made Meri feel like she didn't matter, and I am sorry. I can't undo it, but I can learn from it. The future of the Brown family remains uncertain. Will Kody and Meri find a way to rebuild their bond, or is this the end? Will Robyn's role shift, or will Kody's need for emotional balance tear them all apart? What happens next could change everything. Stay tuned. Behind the scenes, the Brown family has always been more than just a reality show. These moments of love, pain, and growth are real. And in this never-before-seen footage, we get a closer look at the raw emotions Kody, Meri, and Robyn have been carrying with them throughout their journey. In the end, the truth was more complicated than anyone could have imagined. Kody's decision to lean on Robyn wasn't the cause of Meri's pain. It was the culmination of years of unresolved issues, emotional neglect, and an inability to meet the needs of the people closest to him. But is it too late for Kody and Meri to rebuild? Will Robyn's place in the family change? And what happens next for the Brown family as a whole? What do you think? Was Robyn's influence truly to blame, or were Kody's choices the root of the problem? Comment below with your thoughts. And don't forget to subscribe for more exclusive updates on the Brown family drama. You won't want to miss what's coming next.